And a very good morning, everyone. Jeremy here, strategic.com.sg with a market recap for the S&P 500 ending the 10th of September 2021. Well, the chart speaks for itself. On a monthly basis, the S&P 500 from a level of 1,208 11 years ago, 1st of December 2010, we are now at 4,462. A little bit of pullback last week on a short-term basis. We'll get to that on the 4-hourly or on a daily chart, but on the monthly basis for long-term investors, still looking very good. And on the monthly chart, you can see that I have three lines here that you can take note of. The first one is the Tenkan line. The yellow fast-moving average is 4107. So if there's any massive pullback, that will be the first level of support. Secondly, you have 3846, the blue line, which is your super trend line, which will continue to be blue color as long as the trend is up. So that is the ultimate support in a event of a massive pullback. Of course, these levels 4107 as well as 3846 will be supports in a very, very long term. This is a monthly chart. Now, going down one level to the weekly chart, you can see the S&P 500 on a weekly basis, a super massive uptrend developed on a weekly chart from the 1st of June last year, lasting for almost 18 months to 20 months right now. The trend still seems to be very strong, and if you look at the three lines that I was talking about, the Tenkan line at 4394 as well as the pivot support at 4267. Now this is a very important reference point for traders, especially trend traders who are in a position not for the long term but in a matter for weeks or for a couple of days. Please pay attention to the weekly pivot point 4267 because this is a level that may break when the trend is weakened and then you're expecting a longer term pullback. All right, but as of this current status, the long signal at 3168 still valid on the 1st of June 2020 and expecting new highs as we head towards the end of this year. So zooming down to the day charts, this is where a little bit of excitement has come in over the past 5 days for the second week of September. You can see that a long signal was issued at 4266 on the 24th of June 2021, targeting all-time highs. There was this pullback, almost touching the pivot of 4441. And if this breaks, then we will develop a short signal right here, which would eventually test targets, which is at 4267 on the weekly charts that I showed you just before the dailies chart. So this is the dailies chart, and essentially you can see the price action. We had many long signals here, and essentially on pullbacks, people bought. They went long. On pullbacks, they bought, they went long. And probably we could expect from technical analysis that there could be buyers right around here, just above the Ichimoku cloud or at the base of the cloud, where buyers would come in and continue to go long this particular way. So as you can see, this particular cloud line on the dailies chart, this is how you use the Ichimoku cloud. You can see that price action has been supported all along on the cloud line. All right, so if you have a little pullback towards here, and people will be expecting investors to buy for the long side. All right, for traders, that is a short-term buying technique. I'm not going to cover it in this video because I'm just going to cover the trend analysis for the S&P 500. So just as a recap for the dailies chart, essentially now we are having a pullback. If we break that 4441 level, we might see it pull back a little bit more into the cloud and expecting a bounce. All right, and let's look at the 4-hourly charts. So if you look at the 4-hourly chart, there was a short signal that was issued on the 8th of September. 2021, targeting that 4441 level that I was talking about, the super trend line on the daily chart. All right, so it's closed at 4462, and currently what we want to see is to look for buyers to buy on the dips on the Ichimoku cloud on the 1 day chart, and essentially we want to break this particular pivot point to the upside for the rally to continue. So for the S&P 500, currently on a monthly basis, we are still uptrend. On a weekly basis, still a lovely uptrend with a important key support at 4267. On the daily chart, still uptrend with a very important pivot support at 4441, with a short signal on the 4-hourly charts heading to that 4441 level and expecting a bounce. If we do break that 444 level to the downside, we are expecting buyers to come in on this particular cloud line and resume the trend. As long as the medium-term trend is still up, as well as the long-term trend is still up, there is technical support that the S&P 500 is still on a very, very strong uptrend. Thank you very much for watching and have a fantastic weekend, guys.